Hi everyone. Today I'm talking with Kasia. Kasia experienced her biggest transformation in the past 15 months since we are working together. Kasia is one of my favorite VIP clients, and we want to talk about her journey, where she has been 15 months ago, the milestones in between, and where she is today with her online business with hormonal support for women. Very welcome, Kasia.
Hi, Elisabeth. Nice to meet you today.
I'm very happy to talk about your journey today because it was really extraordinary seeing you expand from month to month, and so wonderful. Just as yes,
You know, when you said seeing me expand, it was both energetically and physically expand, right? Because I was pregnant.
right. You became pregnant quite at the beginning of our working together, and it's right. It was expansion in two ways.
Funny.
Would you just say in a few sentences what you're doing? What's your business? What are you helping people with?
Yeah, so my original education is in nutrition and pharmacy. But I help women. I use this knowledge that I gained in medical school to help women regulate their hormones naturally, get pregnant, live in alignment with their cyclical nature, and just get to know their true nature and know how their body works, and just take care of themselves through nutrition, through supplements, through just listening to ourselves.
It's a wonderful work you're doing, and you're helping so many women to live a better life in more balance, and it's really beautiful.
Thank you.
When we started working together, where have you been with your business? Or since when were you self-employed, and where have you been with the business?
I've been at a good place. It wasn't bad, but it was a place where there was a lot of fear, fear of being myself in my business, of being enough, or not being enough, fear of money and not having enough money. I remember you told me to close my eyes and imagine imagine money. Where is it? Like how does it look like? And I imagined it in an empty room, with no windows, no furniture. So that's how I felt about money. And I remember I had a lot of weird patterns with money. Just even though I earned a lot, I was going almost completely broke from month to month, and spent a lot of money because that was my comfort zone, to not have money, even though I already made good money. So that was the case. And also, I remember it was a time when I started thinking about expansion, and just going wider with my business and reaching more people with my message. I knew that was important, but I didn't feel comfortable with it at all. I wanted to do it, and I wanted to get ready, to be ready, to feel ready to do it, but I wasn't ready at all, and I was scared.
I remember that the first session, you were like hiding away, and I had to give you a little push
Yeah.
to the first coaching, and there was indeed money in the way, and it was very obvious, this fear of money. So you described this very well. What would you say was your first breakthrough, where you realized, wow, there's so much more for me. I just have to dissolve this limiting belief, break through this blockage, and move forward?
I think it was like from the first session we had, like almost every session was a big breakthrough. It was like I stopped treating, seeing personally what I'm going through, even though it's like it's what I'm going through. Of course, it's personal, but I started to, gain some perspective on all these situations. Now I see myself as as this perfect, imperfect human being, and I'm me, and there are no limits. And if there are some limits, it's always something that is not mine, that is like attached to a limit on the way or obstacle. It's just a matter of looking at it, feeling like what kind of energy is it, and then let it go, like work through this. And we were working through so many of those things that were showing up on the way. And yeah, and I don't see it as something, I see it as a part of growing, and it's beautiful because I know that there are no limits, and it's just a matter of what I want, what is my true calling, and going forward and just working through what's showing up on the way. That's the job.
Great. We were working on whatever was holding you back when you wanted to do the next step. You also have grown tremendously on Instagram. You had already a lot of followers when we started working together. Can you remember the number?
I'm not sure. I think it was 30,000, 40, I don't know.
Something like
Was
that.
it?
Yes.
Something like that, right? And right now it's 101,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So amazing. Congratulations. That's another great success. A lot
Thank you.
visibility and reach for your soul clients or your soul followers,
Yes.
who you can help. We also worked on some personal topics that came up. It wasn't just about business. Sometimes there were some personal things. What would you say was a personal big breakthrough for you?
I think with giving birth, well, it was discovering this new identity that I gained, which is being a mother. And it was it was a lot how it like because I felt complete before, and then this whole new area of my life showed up after I gave birth, and motherhood that I knew nothing about. And yeah, it was really helpful to see how it can be in alignment with the other areas of my life that already existed, with me as an entrepreneur, and with me as a wife, and with me as a friend. So yeah, this was really helpful to talk to you about.
It's a huge change in identity, not only being entrepreneur, woman, wife, but also now mother. It's a really
Yes.
step.
Yes, it was big. Yeah.
Yes, and you've grown another huge step. I could see this with becoming a mother. It was very beautiful. I remember something else. It was quite in the first part of our working together. There were some difficulties to step into planning your business. It was
Yeah. I think throughout the past year that we were working together, it's like the planning and the organization that I implemented into my business, with, of course, with the help of my team, was tremendous, was so big, and obviously it's not perfect now and it's not perfectly organized, but it's just running my business until last year. It's changed so much, and I see how this is now. I see now the profits of all of this, of being better organized in my business, of planning my content, planning like the projects ahead, and thinking about all of this. It's my goal was to expand, and I couldn't expand not doing it and doing it just day by day. So it was really big change, and it was very helpful.
I remember there was some, not like a limiting belief, but it was more like an experience from the past with somebody else you were working together that was holding you back to step into this planning. And we were looking into this and cleaning it energetically, that you're really
Yes.
open to plan. And I remember in the next coaching session, you said, whoa, I created such a huge Excel sheet, planning everything, also knowing that you're becoming a mother and that there's less time. So this was another like a strong impulse to
Yes.
step into the planning. And this also helped you. You also have grown your team, if I remembered right, during this 15 months.
Yes, and this was part of me being focused just on the work I want to do, because when we started working together, I think it was the time when I got rid of some people from my team, and I was only left with, I don't know, maybe 2 people. But then I think we were together for the time when I felt like this is the time to grow my team on my own terms, and people who I really truly consciously choose and feel their energy. And right now I have 7, 8 people on my team.
Great.
And yeah, it is really great. And it's also like all that we're talking about, for example, the number of my followers and also the number of people in my team. I know it's a lot, but I see it all as a conscious choice. It has its pros and cons, but I know that this is what I want and I choose it, and it's for my reasons. It's not to say that I have so many followers, or not to say that I have a big team, because it's just a conscious choice, which feels great.
Wonderful. When we started working together, how much was in your bank account and how much is on your bank account now?
Yeah, when we started working together, there was a time I remember I had really big issues with paying bills on time, even paying your invoices that you sent me on time. And on my bank account, there was, at times, it was even close to 2,000 euro. And right now it's like not like about 100 times more than this. So it's more close to 100,000, right? Yeah. Okay. Like the currency in Poland is different. So yeah, but it's more like that, and I feel so comfortable with it. And I remember that, again, like going broke was my pattern, and it was a very strong one. And it was my comfort zone, and I wasn't comfortable around money. So it's interesting to see. And all of this changed. I mean, not like that, but it was easy. And I didn't even notice that. And then all of a sudden, when we talked last time on our last session, and we started talking about how it was at the beginning, I realized, wow, like everything changed. And I don't even know when that happened.
I remember there was a time you felt uncomfortable. You earned something like 40,000 euro in a launch, and you
Yes.
didn't know what to do with this money. And there was so much. I remember you didn't feel comfortable with it. We also changed this. Can you remember this?
Yes. I remember this launch. Yeah. And I remember, I think it was also something about the belief that it's crazy to earn so much money, and how it was related to my and and things I heard when I held a really beautiful healing space for me to just identify all of those beliefs and energetic obstacles, and release that release it, to be able to move forward.
And you also made in your currency, in Polish zlotys, 1 million a year. 1 million Polish zlotys. Is that correct?
Almost, yeah. We almost hit 1 million.
So you became a millionaire in 1 year.
Yeah, when we were working together, yeah.
So amazing.
Yeah. And my life, yeah, and also wanted to say that my life has become money. It's just because I buy even less stuff than I used to buy. I spend less. But I identified what is important to me, how my values spend time, my focus, my energy on what is really important, both in my business and in my private life. And I love my private life, very simple, reading books, going for walks, and spending time in nature, seeing my friends, my family. This is important to me. Cooking, which I love, eating good food. This is important, and this is so simple.
Great. So you're working less and earning more. Is this correct?
Yes.
You're enjoying your personal life as mother, also as wife, as woman, and you're working less and earning more. That's amazing. And this also a limiting belief that people think I have to work harder to make more money, but it's not true. It's just not true. It's the other way around. Also, you're a proof for this.
It is. And I think it's mostly the matter of focus and just like having the support that you need. And you were my support throughout this journey, which I am so grateful for. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm grateful too. What would you say, how much is the success you have, how much would you say comes from the coaching, from our working together?
I would say about 80% is from the coaching, and 20% it's just my work. And it's not like the coaching is, for me at least, it's not like those 80% is just I paid you the money and like you did do the work for me.
No, you did the work yourself.
Because it doesn't work
Yeah.
like that. But it was holding space, you holding space. We did it together. I feel like we did it together. You held this. This was so important, and just so do it this fast. I couldn't do it this easy if it wasn't the space you were holding us for my transformation.
It's amazing. How would you describe how is it to work with me? What would you tell like a business friend? How is it working with Elisabeth as coach or mentor?
It's very nice. It's surprising. It's surprising because there are like you go on one session with one topic and it turns out that it's not about this, it's about something completely different. It's magical because working with energy to me feels like magic and also feels so real, so physical. And this feeling, this energy that we work through, this is amazing experience. It's transformational. It's beautiful.
Thank you. It's really amazing working with you and seeing you going these milestones from month to month. And to see where you are today and how easy it is for you to lead your successful business while taking so much time also for you personally and for your family. It's perfect. It's wonderful. What would you tell somebody who's like sitting on the fence thinking about to work with a coach or mentor for personal and business success?
Oh, I think that this could be the best investment that you can make. And I can't imagine not working with mentors, with coaches. I just can't imagine not doing that. This was always like all the investments that I made into mentorships and coachings were the best that I've ever made. And if you only feel like Elisabeth is your person to work with, then go for it. Don't hesitate. And like this is already the work. Just deciding on working with someone, on investing those money. This is already doing the job. So yeah. So it's already it's gonna, when you decide, it's already gonna start paying off.
Yes. And your return of investment was so high.
Yeah.
It was so high. So
It was.
it's absolutely worth it. And I myself work with my own business mentors all the time, almost all the time. And I love it because it's the way to grow, and not only with the business, but personally. It's so amazing what we can achieve when we really believe in ourselves, and when we have a person who's opening doors again where we think they are closed, and just showing, hey, you just have to go through. It's only in our mind was holding us back. And what you said, we do not have limits except those we set ourselves, but we are limited.
Yes.
We just have to believe that we are worth it. I am worth it to be successful, to earn all this money, to spend a lot of time with my family while running my business.
Yes. And it's so much easier to see that if someone else sees it first and communicates it to us. Then we see how this thing, this belief, this energetic block is just a thing that we can let go and just move forward.
Thank you very much for sharing with us your transformational journey during the past 15 months. It was a huge pleasure working with you. I'm wishing you so much blessings, success, joy, love, whatever fulfills your life.
Thank you, Elisabeth. Thank you. And I know that I'm gonna keep coming back to you and to working with you probably too. And I wish you a lot of amazing clients.
Thank you so much, Kasia.